So one, love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night, Ribas versus Namajunas. Predictions breakdown real fast here, guys. Not gonna spend too long on this one. Before I get started, hit that thumbs up button. Also, subscribe to this channel. Also, check out my Patreon account for more face-off predictions and prop plays. And you can also donate to my PayPal account. All the links will be down below. All right. Quick prediction here, guys. I'm not going to spend too long, like I mentioned. This is back in the Apex. 13 fights on the card here. A lot of people fell off here and there, but I put short notice for the guys. All right. So first fight here, guys, we got Muhammad Usman versus Mick Parkin. Usman here, more wrestling base here. Very athletic guy, strong guy, man. Physically strong, but he's flat-footed. Striking can be so-so. You know, he's a little bit of a slow starter, but in the second round he can look a little better with the striking. May even throw some jabs, but he's very flat-footed here. This one's a tough one, man. This is an even fight for me. His opponent here, Mick Parkin. Mick doesn't look bad either. Has a wrestling base on him. Will look for submissions though. That's the one thing about this guy here. He will look for the submissions. Striking is a little bit more technical in my opinion. Will get his head off center line. Use more in and out movement, more lateral movement. Usman is more like flat-footed. Let me see here. I just feel he's more a technical guy. I'm gonna push more towards Mick here, guys. But you know, there's some fights I see with Mick. You know, especially against his last fight against Caio Machado. You know, he's getting a little bit touched up in that fight a little bit. You know, it looked like he could have lost the fight. You know, he just didn't look too good in that fight. But his other fights, he looks way better. But again, a guy like Muhammad Usman, you know, that guy is a dog. We keep coming forward and try to win the fight. So it's a possibility that he could actually even win this fight. But I'm going to go with Mick Park here. I'm going to say Mick Parkin by decision, guys. I'm not confident. Next fight here, guys, we got Igor Serrano versus André Lima. And actually, Mick is a short notice, guys. Yeah, Mick is a short notice here. All right, so that's why I said Usman, he was supposed to be against Chris Barnett. So Usman could pull a win off here, man, to be honest. So this is a fight where I'm not too sure with Mick. I just going for more technicality, and Mick has wrestling. Because Usman is more push to wrestling. You know, the striking is not that great. I just feel Mick is a better striker, and then the wrestling, Mick has that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm pushing more towards Mick. Next fighter, Igor Serrano versus André Lima. Serrano here is a very powerful kid, man. Maybe he's like 20 years old or something. A pretty young kid here. Heavy strikes. Let me see here. Very explosive. 100% finishing rate in this kid. Looks pretty solid, man. But he can get touched up on the foot though. You know, he charges forward. His head's there to get hit. A guy like Lima's a little more seasoned kickboxer here. Will walk you down too. Sometimes his chin can be there, but you know he's very technical, and his ground game doesn't look bad. He has good takedown defense. So yeah, I'm liking Lima here. I just feel like his opponent here, Igor, is a little bit more. You know, I see a little more holes in Igor. You know, especially with the striking, can get hurt to the body. You know, he kind of rushes it. And with Lima is more of a technical, more seasoned guy here. So I'm gonna go with Lima here for the win. I'm gonna say Lima by decision, but I'm not confident. This card here, guys, is a very tough card. So far, this is the toughest card that I've ever broken down and predicted so far. The matchups are very close. Every single fight can go the other way. So I'm just being honest with you, man. So play at your own risk. Nothing definite, nothing guaranteed, man. Yeah, I mean, so it's a very tough card. Actually, almost gave me a headache. You know, just trying to break it down. It's like I'm trying to like, oh man, it's like I'm like switching guys back around. I'm like trying to look through stats and everything and watching fight reels. So it's a lot of work, man. All right, so next fight here we got. I said Lima by decision. Next fight we got Montserrat Redon versus Darya Zheleznyakova. Okay, I think I pronounced that right, guys. I'm just gonna say Darya though. That's it. Rendon here. Rendon is all the fights are by decisions. You don't really have that much power. Like I said, guys, I'm here to just give my opinion, and some are facts though, and I'm not here to like beat on any fighter or martial artist or disrespect anybody. It's all love at the end of the day. I'm just breaking it down by how I see it from an expert, perspective, because I am an expert in this. I've been doing this for a long time, especially my background in martial arts and MMA, so I know a lot about the combat sports, and the game, because it is a game, right? Rendon here is her striking is a little suspect. She needs a little bit more work on it. Kind of stutter steps, feet are together, kind of square. We'll throw her hands and let her hands go, but she's not quick at the punches, and she's very hittable when coming forward, right? There's poor defense and not the best footwork, and she doesn't really go for takedowns. She would just fall down for a leg, but doesn't really get it. And yeah, that's just pretty much it. Her opponent here, Darya. Darya is going to be the better striker here. The reason why I said that is because she has a jab in her. She was set up off the jab straight in the pocket. Pretty technical. She would also look for takedowns. And like I said, she has a 1-2 on the pocket. It's quick at the punches, and she has in and out movement. She has fundamentals. It's the fundamentals, the basics she has. Rendon doesn't really have that basics. So, a girl like Darya, a woman like Darya has that basics, and that's why I'm going to go for her. And the movement, she can defend. She can move in with her foot, and if you throw punches at her, she doesn't just eat the shots in the face. She can move back out to defend, because you don't have to like stay in the pocket and strike. You can use your footwork to be your defense, but sometimes she does get hit though. But the in and out movement will help her to avoid those shots. I'm going to go with Darya. I'm going to say Darya by decision, but it's 50-50 again, man. Like I said, with women fights, even though I said a woman like Rendon is not the best. I don't really see anything that stands out. You never know, man. But I go with Darya by decision, not confident, 50-50. Next fight, we got Stephen Nguyen versus Jarno Errens. Stephen Nguyen here is 3 times in the Contender Series, man. This guy's been 3 times, and he's like 2-1. First time he got knocked out, and he won twice. Last one he got a finish, but this guy here had to put the work in, man. He had to put the work in, boy. There wasn't give him any contract, man. So he had to go there 3 times just to get the contract, So he's 2-1. This guy's pretty skilled, man. He got good boxing. Kind of like a zombie in a kind of way that he can be a zombie because he would throw it on in the pocket. But his head movement is not bad. Can get hit with jabs though coming forward. Yeah, body shots, uppercuts. This guy's pretty precise, man. He 1-2 on the pocket. His counters is not bad, and he has a dog in him. He will brawl, but he has to be fighting a guy like Jarno. You have to be careful because Jarno with those unorthodox techniques. Spinning double back kicks, like spinning heel kicks, a lot of flying knees, kind of forces things at times. We look for takedowns, but a guy like Steven, he did get knocked out by techniques like that by a guy named Aaron Cruz with a flying knee. So this fight here is like kind of like, even though Stephen Nguyen has a boxing, sometimes he's kind of stationary in the pocket. And if Errens hit him with a flying knee or a spinning back kick or something, could knock him out. So there's a potential of that. But I'm going to go with Stephen Nguyen here, guys. I'm going to say Stephen Nguyen by KO TKO in the first round. And I'm not confident either. All these fights are close, man. Am I confident with any of these fights? Nope. Nope. All 50-50, man. I don't know which one I could be telling you, is the most confident one. I don't really see any. But I say Stephen Nguyen, KO TKO in the first round, guys. Not confident. Next fight here, we got Miles John versus Cody Gibson. Short notice for Miles John here. I believe in Asado. He got must have busted. I think this guy got busted a couple of times by Asado. He got busted like a couple of times, man. His last fight here against Dan Agreto, he found substance in him. It is what it is. Like what a guy named Freaking Nate Diaz, man. They said everybody is all juiced up, which pretty much, that, I mean, they have something in them, just that it's just not noticed. And no, with Asada, it's they're not around anymore, from what I heard. So testing is not so strict. So a lot of these guys probably have things in them and they cycle out. Yeah, so Johns, got busted the last time, so we went to a non-contest. His opponent here, Cody Gibson here. Cody Gibson is gonna have the 3-inch of height and the 5-inch of reach, which is massive. Very experienced guy, man. Been in the tough couple times, Ultimate Fighter and 31, and was in the UFC also, way back. So this guy's kind of like a veteran in that kind of way. And striking is not bad, very experienced guy, got ground game, everything like that. Guys like Johns has a wrestling base, but he tends to gas out. But again, if these guys are juicing and doing all these things, you just never know. Which majority of the guys are doing that, they just cycle out, maybe weeks or months before the fight. So, like I said, with Lasada, he's not there anymore. So, it's just not a strong testing, from what I heard. I mean, I could be wrong. But I'm liking Cody for this one, though, guys. I'm going to say Cody by decision, and the next one, I'm not confident in this one. And John's, like I said, a short notice. Next fight here, guys, we got Ricardo Ramos versus Julian Erosa. Next tough one here. A guy like Ramos would gas out in the fight. He's well-rounded, though. Has a spinning elbow on him. But not really as active though. Fights in spurts, will gas out. Mostly look for the submissions, but he has a spinning elbow. Guy like Erosa though, man. Erosa is like 7 by knockout. Been knocked out 7 times. He's not durable, man. And he usually loses to like high-level strikers or unorthodox techniques that you don't see coming, like a technique that Alex Caceres set up from off of the the fake hand, followed up by the Moashi Gary with the roundhouse kick. He usually loses against quick, non-telegraph technical techniques that come up the pocket or at an angle that he don't see, or spinning moves like Ramos had a spinning elbow. So this is a fight where it's like you just, but the guy, guy is experienced though. This guy's a veteran and he's a good fighter. He's not like he's losing a whole bunch back to back. He's a pretty good fighter. But man, it's difficult because he's just been knocked out so much. And if Ramos spin around and catch him with the elbow, he's gonna be out. Or even punch or kick. You just never know, man. It's hard to predict this one. Especially with a guy like Erosa who's not durable. But a guy like Ramos will gas out, and Erosa will push that heavy pace on him if he doesn't get knocked out. Oh man, it's a tough one, guys. Because like I said, Julian Erosa, if he doesn't get finished in this fight, most likely he could win the fight by just pushing a high pace, which he does push a high pace. Keep coming forward. But the thing about coming forward, that spinning elbow is there, or a punch. I'm gonna go with Ramos here. I'm gonna say Ricardo Ramos by KOTK in the first round. I'm not confident, man. Julian Erosa is just not durable. It's difficult. It's a difficult fight to pick, man. I'm gonna say Ramos by KOTK first round. But again, like I said, Julian could win. Next fight we got Trey Ogden versus Kurt Holobaugh. Trey here, he moves around, pick his shots. Kind of technical guy. Looks for the submission. Sets a high pace with his movement. Kurt here is a veteran guy, skill. Can get taken down though, but we look for the submissions. Can't get flat-footed at time, but this guy's very technical, man. Very, very skilled guy. Fight guys like Ronnie Barcelos, Shane Burgos, Thiago Moss, but he lost to those guys. Went on the Contender, the Ultimate Fighter show, and won and beat Austin Hubbard. Won the Ultimate Fighter 31. But against Trey Ogden, can Trey Ogden beat Kurt? Possibility. If he just game planning, staying outside and pick him apart. But Kurt is a pretty good fighter, man. But I'm gonna go with Kurt here. I'm gonna say Kurt by submission in the second round, guys. But I'm not confident, Definitely not. Like I said, I could see Trey winning this fight. Next fight we got Luis Pajuel versus Fernando Padilla. This is the next one here, man. With Luis here, Luis this guy's a dog, man. This guy, I think I have this backwards. I think, hold on there. I'm going to start with Fernando here. Fernando is going to have this 7-inch reach and 3-inch of height. Let me see here. Fights long. Yeah, kind of experienced guy. You fight a couple guys here like Danny Gay, Derek Minner. The thing about this guy, sometimes he get touched up. Even though he has a reach and height, you can touch him up. But he's a pretty heavy hitter. Fights long range. Fights good going long range. We look for submissions off his back mostly. Good in the clinch with knees, where Lewis struggles with knees in the clinch, especially a tall guy like Fernandez. Like Fernando, and the elbows and knees in the pocket. Lewis is a dog, man. This guy just keeps coming forward with punches, and he's in the pocket. He doesn't. He's not gonna stay on the outside with you and let you use your reach. He's gonna come in and then and stay in the pocket with you. He's raw, swinging. Not much defense though. Can get touch up with punches, and like I said, I noticed with Fernando and I noticed with Lewis. The fact that Lewis lost was against Mike Davison, where the guy was just landing a lot of knees in the clinch, and Fernando, he possesses those knees in the pocket by clinching up. So and Lewis wants to be in the pocket. So if Lewis closes the distance on Fernando, you can see that the knees and elbows come into play. This is a tough one here, man. And Lewis is a dog, man. He will keep coming forward, but I'm gonna go with Fernando here. I'm gonna say Fernando by decision, guys, and I'm not confident. This is a tough one too. Next fight here, guys, we got Billy Quarantillo versus Joseph Zalal. Joseph Zalal is coming back to the UFC. Short notice fight though. Billy is a well-rounded guy, man. Can get hurt on the feet, especially in the first round. Even can finish him too. But he's a dog, man. This guy is slow starter, but once you get warmed up, second, third round, he's straight at your high pace. And sometimes he runs into shots, man. That's just it. But this guy just keep on you. Zalal will gas out, and especially when you put a high pace on him. But he has technical striking though, and will finish you with a strike. But he gasses and fades, man, and doesn't have that dog in him. Fighting a guy like Billy, if he can't finish Billy in the first round, he's gonna definitely gas out in this fight. And even though he has some fights here, but you find a guy, Vadim, 0-0 guy, these Jake Schilders and Edmen Shahbazyan, these guys are low-level guys, man. I'm going to go with Billy here. I'm going to say Billy by decision, but I'm still not confident, like I said, because Billy can get finished in that first round, especially guys who are technical, like Zalal. Next fight here, guys, we have Payton Talbot versus Cameron Saaiman. Next tough one here, man. A guy like Payton stays on you. This kid looks pretty good, man. Will eat shots though. That's the thing I noticed. That's his only downfall. He tends to eat hooks and straights like solid. Forward pressure, he's hittable when coming forward. He's gonna have a 3-inch reach. That's a couple things I see, man. He eats shots and he can get taken down. I don't like that. Against experienced guys like Cameron, and Cameron's an experienced guy. He lost to Christian Rodriguez, which Christian Rodriguez that's not a bad loss, man. Christian Rodriguez is beaten like Raul Rosa, which these guys are still learning. He beat the last guy here, Isaac, which everybody had Isaac winning. I had Christian Rodriguez winning that fight. You know what I mean? So, Cameron, lost to Christian, but Cameron is an experienced guy. And what I see from Payton is like, he's good, aggressive guy, come forward, but man, he is hittable though, man. He's gonna have a 3-inch reach, so I was kind of going for Payton, but after watching more footages, even if it's a little bit older fights, 2021, 22, I just noticed some things, and he's still doing the same thing, in his recent fights. He's eating shots, and against experienced guys like Cameron, you just can't be doing that. So I'm gonna go with Cameron. I must say Cameron by decision. And a guy like Cameron is skilled everywhere, man. This guy is a good prospect. Losing to Christian Rodriguez is not a bad loss, man, because Christian Rodriguez is also a good prospect. Is Payton a good prospect? I think he is, but I don't know, man. It's the next tough one, guys. I'm gonna say Cameron by decision, though, man. All right. I mean, we'll see what happens. That's why I say this card here is a tough card, man, because all these guys are pretty good that they're matching up with. You know, they're all skilled guys, man. It just can go either way, you know, especially these two prospects here in Peyton and Cameron, you know. Next fight, we got Edmen Shahbazyan versus AJ Dobson. Edmen Shahbazyan, you know, he's a skilled guy too, well-rounded, you know, has a wrestling, striking is pretty technical, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but he will gas out, man. But he's losing to like top guys like Jack Hermansson, Derek Bronson, Amanov, Anthony Hernandez, which Anthony Hernandez is pretty much in every single fight. He takes you deep water and drown you. He takes good fighters like Ramon Kapilov, take him to deep water and drown them. He does it all the time. So not really a bad loss, but you know, Edmen is a skilled guy, just as gas tank. Just can't last. A guy like AJ though, AJ is very athletic, but doesn't really let it go though. He doesn't put that pressure on you like what Anthony Hernandez will do. You know, and he will drop the ball, man. He will look for takedowns or whatever. I think it's a wrestling base on him, but he doesn't really let his hands go, you know. And if he can just give Edmen, if he gives Edmen space, then Edmen's going to pick him apart. So, which Edmen can then pace himself. He doesn't have to push so hard, you know. And then that's where he can reserve his cardio. So I'm going to go with Edmen here, but still I'm not confident because Edmen, if AJ decides to push a high pace, which he doesn't really, then Edmen could lose his fight just off of AJ being very athletic and push a high pace, man. Just don't know, guys, man. You know, I mean, the skill guy here is Edmen. My experienced guy is Edmen, but Edmen has some weaknesses there, man, which is cardio, you know. So we see what happens. Next fight, we got Karl Williams co-main event versus Justin Toffel, which is supposed to be the other brother, but remember the other brother took his part in the other fight that he's supposed to fight in. He took his he was supposed to fight Marcus Limo, and then he fell off because he wasn't feeling well, so the other brother jumped in there. And now he taking the place for the other brother now to fight Karl Williams. The other brother is Junior Toffel, if you guys remember, you know, which you should. So this fight here though, man, Karl Williams is a pretty good wrestler, man. This guy is, and his hands are pretty quick, very fast for heavyweights, you know, good wrestling. Kind of remind me of Daniel Cormier a little bit. Yeah, this guy's pretty good all around. His gas tank is kind of suspect though. He can get tired, but he will still get the takedowns, which is good. Justin Toffel here, just a heavy-handed guy, man. Will look for uppercuts, look for the hook. Very devastating guy, powerful guy. But Karl Williams is very athletic, skilled guy. You know, if he can avoid the heavy shots, he should be able to win this fight if he doesn't get knocked out. So I'm gonna go with Karl Williams. I'm gonna say Karl Williams by decision. I'm not confident either, guys. Main fight on the card here, we got Amanda Ribas versus Rose Namajunas. Rose Namajunas is at 125 now, which is her second time. You know, fought Maron Farrat at 125. Yeah, man, coming from 115. This fight here, man, Ribas is BJJ black belt, good on the ground. Striking is still kind of suspect, you know. I mean, she would let the hands go and mix it up, but she's still hateable. She's hateable. Her defense is not that good. Come forward, can eat a lot of shots. Will go for the takedowns, you know. If she gets you on the ground, she could submit you. But Rose seen that, man. I mean, Rose is very experienced, man. You know, she's very experienced. She's just coming off of Willie Zhang, you know, a split decision. You know, I mean, she's very experienced, dude. You know, I mean, not just coming off, but you know, I mean, she's just very, 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 very experienced, man. Yeah, she's just very experienced, man. Yeah, so can Ribas beat her? I mean, Rose is good everywhere. Striking is good, or grappling is good. I mean, the only thing is just the 125, the weight difference. I don't see how Ribas would. Ribas probably could submit her. But I have to go with Rose here, guys. I'm going to say Rose by decision. And I'm not confident either. Because like I said, women fights could go up and down. You just never know. Alright, guys. Quick look at the odds here. See what we're working with. Some crazy odds here, man. Look at these odds. Oh, it's probably bananas now. These odds are bananas. Are going to be bananas. I haven't even looked at the odds yet. Usually I don't look at the odds until I finish, you know, do my predictions. And I take a look. Yeah, man. Got Bellator too, huh? Corey Anderson versus Carmore. Damn. Damn, this guy's 2028. He's 2800. Holy crap, man. 2800. 2800 on odds, man. Man, that's freaking bananas, dude. Yeah, man. Nathan Kelly. Alright, let's see here. Mark Parkin is 135. Usman underdogs. Yeah. This should be an even fighter, to be honest. You can see it go either way. So, they're kind of close. Lima and Silva, they got Lima as favorites. I can see that. I feel Lima's a better fighter here. Okay, the names are Silva and they have Serrano. I guess the name difference. I guess the name is the same, it's just that the last name. Yeah. Darya 200 and something. On breakdown, yeah. I feel like she's a way better fighter. But with women fights, you just never know. So I wouldn't mess with this one too much, guys. We know how it goes already, man. Steven and Aaron. Steven is 162. This should be an even fight too. Just the fact that this guy's throws unorthodox techniques, and Steven can get caught. It's a possibility, But I like Steven though. Gibson and Miles, close fight. Okay, we got Johns. Okay, they got Johns as favorite. I like Cody though, but yeah, it's an even fight, man. Like I said, John been busted for taking substance. He just don't know how he's gonna show up. I don't know if he's still on substance or if he's not on any substance, which the majority of the guys are on. So it's an even fight to me, man. The odds on this card, they don't look too bad. They're kind of close. Rosa and Ramos. I got Ramos. Okay, this fight is an even fight because if Ramos doesn't finish Rosa, then Rosa can just grind him out just by using a lot of cardio, which Ramos usually gasses out. So be careful. But they like Ramos though, 180. Kurt Holloway and Trey. They got Trey as favorite. Wow. Interesting. I like Kurt though, but I can see why though. Trey can be favorite. Like I said, it's a close fight. So all these guys are close. Pandelo and Lewis, they got Pandelo. 180. This fight, the odds are not bad, but it could be closer though. Billy and Zhao, even. I don't disagree. Peyton and Salmon, they got Peyton as favorite. Okay, kind of disagree with that. I said this is an even fight, man, because Cameron is a very experienced guy and skilled guy, and Patton, bigger dude with longer reach, but I see things in him that Cameron can expose. Yeah, be careful with this one. AJ and Edmen, same thing with Edmen, man. If AJ decides to push a high pace, and because he's very athletic, just off athleticism and just avoiding shots, he could win a fight. So I think Edmen is too high. Careful. Williams and Tuffle. We got Williams up 192. Yeah, Williams should win this fight, but there's a puncher's chance from Tuffle. Rose Namajunas at 205. I don't disagree with that. I feel Rose Namajunas is a better fighter. And if she loses, that means that, it's just, maybe she's done, doesn't want to fight anymore. She doesn't have it in her anymore to fight. It is what it is, but she's supposed to can beat Amanda Ribas. Supposed to. Yeah, so the odds on here are not, actually the odds are not too bad. It's one or two fights, I would say probably a little bit too high, but it is what it is. So that's about it right there, guys. That's my prediction, my odds breakdown there. You guys keep on kicking. And wonderful to everybody, guys. Us.